All righty, we're live. Welcome in. Mostly hoops. Vibes are high today. We got Mark Titus. We got Dana Beers. We got special guests. Can we get the camera over there? We got Rico Bosco.
Hey, what's up?
Rico's here. We also got White Boy Rick because we do have an Indiana game coming up this week.
A big one.
Big game.
Big time.
Guys, I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment here, but this was the first Saturday without football since August. And was it also the best college basketball Saturday that we've had so far?
Really, really good Saturday.
So
Tate.
sick.
Freshmen are out of control. Freshmen are dominating the sport. What a day.
One up in each other, left and right. We got plenty of games to get into, plenty of things to talk about. But first, I want to say that we're brought to you by Fabletics. Take a look at this hoodie, first of all. I'm rocking it.
You got the hoodie on?
Yeah, look at this color.
Pants.
Oh, look at the pants.
I got
Those look
hoodie.
Is the camera getting this, Cody?
I
Can
got
you zoom in on this
Those are
fabric?
breathable.
Look at this fabric.
Hey, did you guys hear
Look
that
at that
Jamar
fabric. Look at
Chase
that.
is officially Fabletics' first NFL ambassador?
Look at that.
He dropped his first collection with them, featuring his favorite essentials, classic effortless tees, go-to oversized hoodies, and the comfy pieces perfect for lounging or hitting the gym in the new year. When you sign up as a new VIP with Fabletics, you get 80% off everything.
Oh.
It's not one of those too good to be true things. It's real. The quality is surprising. Fabletics pieces feel like the kind of high-end activewear that you'd easily pay a couple $100s for, but you get that same premium fit and durability for a tiny fraction of the price, and the fit is dialed in. No waistbands creeping down. Joggers that actually keep their shape. Jackets that are warm without being bulky. Everything feels soft, breathable, flexible, and built for whatever your day looks like. Workouts, travel days, getting back to your routine, new year, fresh start mornings when you just need something that helps you feel put together. What do you guys like most about Fabletics?
The fit, how comfortable it is.
I like how breathable it is.
That's a good
It's
word
for a
it.
big boy. It's just it slips right on there, makes you feel nice and skinny.
Nice.
How about that?
They have
Slimming.
incredible deals, exclusive offer for you guys, 80% off everything. Sign up as a VIP. Yes, that includes Jamar's first drop. Just head to fabletics.com/mostly. Take a quick style quiz. Be sure to select mostly when you prompt your unlocking of 80% off. That's fabletics.com/mostly. Okay. Of all the things that happened on Saturday, I have chosen to start with the freshman class.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a whole.
Yeah.
The entirety of the freshman class. History made. This is the first. Let me get this right. This is the first time in AP poll history that multiple freshmen have scored 40-plus versus ranked teams. Keaton Wagler, Kingston Flemings, and A.J. DeBonce.
Yeah, I got a clarifying question then. The word multiple just means more than one, right?
It means more than one, I believe.
And we had three.
We had three. So this would also be the first time three players did this.
Yeah, I would change the word multiple in the reading of that.
Yeah. What a day. It was incredible. I mean, I watched all three of these games. Wagler, to me, stands out. I mean, not that we need to pick one as the most impressive performance, but I think Wagler not only on this day came out of nowhere, but just as a whole, like the fact that he was 261st, was that where he was rated on the –
If that's true, that's
I
crazy.
think they were saying that throughout the
150th
broadcast.
in his class, 261st like composite, I believe.
261st, what's the difference?
I think that includes portal players composite.
Okay.
Oh. Does it?
No.
He doesn't
If
know.
true or wrong, I like Rick from that angle. I like how he
Let me see that angle of Rick.
leaned in on Cody's.
I like that.
That's a great way to have
That's a
Rick.
Good angle. Yeah, Wagler I thought was for me like the hero of the day, just because maybe it's just because you're more used to DeBonce and Fleming. Wagler's been great all season, but I guess like if you would have told me going into this weekend that Kingston Flemings and A.J. DeBonce would both score 40 points, I wouldn't have been completely stunned.
Yeah.
Wagler scoring 46 points in Mackey Arena with Purdue coming off of a loss, and Purdue is a desperate team, and Purdue was still very much in play to win the big, and I guess they technically still are, but like Purdue, this was like a massive game for Purdue to keep their Big Ten regular season hopes alive, and for Wagler to not only score that many points, but to do it in the way he did, which is just like he hit 9 threes, but it wasn't just like him getting to the free throw line. It wasn't just him like going nuclear from three. He was also so good in the pick and roll and like, you know, getting to the basket easily. What did he finished like 13 for 17 from the field as a whole. Such an efficient 46.
Well,
it was. Truly never seen anything like it. It was Mackey Arena history, most points by a visiting player in the history of that arena, which is kind of funny because Purdue's lost 2 home games now, and the one they lost to Iowa State was the biggest deficit or the biggest margin to defeat in the history of Mackey Arena for them. And then now the second home loss is the most points of visitors ever scored. So Purdue's making history.
When they
this year.
lose,
when they lose, they make history.
I thought his teammate Jake Davis put it well. Shit, this motherfucker is making everything. There were so many good quotes coming out of that Illinois-Purdue game, by the way. Did you see the other guy?
I did see the other guy.
Well, let's go with this one first.
Like 24 in the first half. I was like, shit, this motherfucker's shooting. Like, he's making everything. We got to keep getting the ball, and we did. So.
Incredible. And that wasn't even the best quote.
Yeah, can we just go right
player.
into the other one?
David Mirkovich. This slayed me when I saw it. This was so funny. I watched it like 3 times in a row.
2 shows in a row where people have just dropped kill myself. And I can't get enough of it. It's back.
Uh-oh.
Cody, this was on your sheet.
Uh-oh, Cody.
Probably, I'm not saying, but like probably my team wouldn't be able to win without me, and just that thought, and like I'm not playing, like even Northwestern game or this game, and like me not playing and we lose in some situation, but we probably wouldn't against Northwestern. But if we lost today and I wasn't playing, I would kill myself. Just I had that thought.
What is this, Illini Nation? Like, do they just let you say whatever you want?
Illinois might be like the worst media trained team ever, and I love it.
Do you think
they just? I don't know how this happens. They're just shoving microphones in front of the players. And
there's a compliance guy right now just punching himself in the face. Like, everything we went over this.
Or are they trying to one up each other? Like they're
maybe.
Oh, you said this motherfucker. Let me say I'll kill myself.
It's so funny because he just said it so matter of factly. Like it didn't come across as a joke. He was just
Mark
like,
Pope said it as a joke.
Yeah.
That guy would, if he didn't play today, that guy would be dead.
I kind of like that. Just making maybe the compliance guy's like a dick or the media guy's a dick.
Oh.
It's just like, all right, let's just keep fucking with him. It's like a tire situation, like let's just keep.
Yeah.
So the next guy, I want to be like, hey, what do you think? How's practice been this week? It's like it's been great. Let me talk to you guys about what's going on in the world. You just watch the guy's heart just. I kind of like the one-up thing. I really do.
I want that if I'm a coach, though. I want that guy on my team.
Yeah.
Because he's serious.
Play or die.
He will die. He will murder himself if he wasn't in that. That's awesome.
And also, like, the accent. I mean, like, English is not his first language, so that sort of makes it – one, I think it makes him it makes it less of a big deal because you could just argue, like, he doesn't fully understand what he's saying, which I do think he does understand what he's saying, but then it made it that much funnier. I think it's just the delivery of it is so fun. That's the funniest quote. I mean, you brought it up last show, Tate, that like the coaches are we get so many funny coach quotes this year, so many great press conferences. Pitino, I mean, there's a ton of stuff on the sheet right now, like Dan Hurley's got quotes, and Pitino and Izzo, and like every single couple days there's like a funny quote that comes out. For me, that was the funniest thing that's been said in this college basketball season. That clip is so good.
Awesome.
Let's talk about the actual game though. Illinois-Purdue. So now Purdue drops in the Big Ten. They're now 7-2, which means Nebraska, Michigan State, and Illinois are now ahead of them. Everyone is officially plus money in the Big Ten right now. The race is on, and I would say based on odds and based on eyeballs, Purdue has now exited the conversation of
Purdue stepped aside. I mean, that was a big game, obviously. Obviously, huge game. And you're at home. We talked about how the schedule is favorable for Purdue, but part of it being favorable is you have these home games against some of the other contenders, and you drop one, it's massive. Because like on the one hand, they don't have to go to Illinois, but on the other hand, like that was your one shot to beat Illinois and to get a leg up in the Big Ten race. So I think Purdue is leaking oil a little bit. I still think like they're just as good as I thought they would be entering the season. I mean, if you go back and I don't know why you would, but if you go back and listen to the preseason show, the first one we did, I said I don't think Purdue's going to be the best team in the country, even though they're preseason number one. I also don't think they're going to bottom out. I don't think this is going to be a situation where like, the North Carolina team that one year that missed the tournament when they were preseason number one. That's not going to happen. Purdue's just like they're limited. They don't play great defense. That's their biggest problem right now. Lawyer, who we talked about on Friday, by the way, did you see down the stretch, Fletcher Lawyer?
I didn't see him down the stretch.
Yeah, you didn't.
We texted.
You did not see him down the stretch because he did not play the final, what was it, 15 minutes
14,
of this game?
like 21 or something like that, yeah.
Which might actually be a good thing for Purdue. They're like shaking up the lineup a little bit, but I don't know.
That was by choice that they didn't play him?
They didn't play him at all. Yeah, he's been so bad, Bosco.
He had a really bad UCLA game, and then he barely played the second half.
I couldn't figure out why Purdue was doubling the screen. They were letting on in UCLA as well, and then it looked like Illinois was getting those same shots as well. They were blitzing the ball screen, and it's like And they're like, they've been doing it all day. I'm like, that doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah.
You got guys fucking stroking on you.
I think they're just throwing shit against the wall defensively and trying to find something that works. And then I think another problem they have, I don't think it's Braden Smith's fault, but I do think his pursuit of the assist record might become a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's playing with that in mind? Is that what you're
Because I think if you watch this game, when Braden Smith started shooting, Purdue was like, they looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Braden Smith was like, fuck it, I'm just going to get mine now.
Yeah.
They need him to shoot. They need him to score. They don't have a ton of scorers out there right now. I still don't understand. It makes no sense. I think this is the year I might just turn on KenPom. Because, like, Purdue, my eyeballs do not tell me that Purdue has the second best offense in the country. I don't get it. KenPom is like all year been saying they have like the most efficient offense. I don't see it. I don't fully understand it. I think Purdue is very limited offensively. I think they have guys that are very good at like their roles, but they don't terrify me offensively like you would expect the number 2 efficiency KenPom offense.
You know what I like to do?
But
you go to Torvik and you sort it by date.
Oh, you do like a more recent.
Like it's a
like
what have you done for me lately? Mm-hmm. So click it between January, because that's when conference play started, and then start it in February.
That's good.
Give yourself those 2 looks of like, hey, this is what they've done for over 2 months. You can also see who's improved. Like Tennessee, let's say, might have the 38th best defense on the year, but since conference play started, they're 14.
Yeah.
I think Torvik sorted dates.
Can you do that with like overall metrics? Like Michigan's been so highly ranked, and they are very good, but I mean Michigan beat Gonzaga by 40, and I feel like that's just been propping them up analytically for the entire season.
Yeah, I mean you could sort it. I think you sort it that way, and it tells you kind of a different story.
Interesting.
On the flip side of Purdue, though, folks, Illinois is now 5th in KenPom. Their 3 losses, they're playing good basketball. They've won 9 in a row, and looking back, their 3 losses, Bosco, you were at one of them.
Yep.
United Center, Alabama beat them. UConn beat them, and then Nebraska beat them by 3. Mm-hmm. Illinois got 1 loss in the Big Ten. Are we talking about Illinois being, almost backdooring their way into winning this Big Ten championship?
It wouldn't surprise me at all. I've been very high on Illinois. I think the only thing that gives me pause with Illinois is they just shoot so many threes, and they are
everybody shoots threes.
I know.
Though. Everybody shoots
not the number 1 team in the country.
But if they have this guy that apparently is a lottery pick that we didn't see, preseason, or really we haven't been talking about him much. He's been playing great, but if he's that type of guy that can, like that Terrence Shannon type guy that can carry you through a tournament, I mean, dude, they have all the pieces around him. I think right now they position themselves with Michigan as like that win really kind of put them above Purdue, obviously. And then I'm still waiting to see this Nebraska. I mean, Nebraska is like the Broncos to me. Like I got to see something. I got to see this game tonight.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But their season's over?
No, like you know how all year everyone doubted the Broncos even though they kept winning ball games.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about Nebraska.
Okay, so
I just keep doubt. Like,
you got Nebraska to the AFC Championship.
Yeah,
okay,
I do.
Tomorrow night, Nebraska-Michigan. I know we got lots to talk about that way. That's the most anticipated game that I've had all season because Nebraska's 20-0. They're double-digit underdogs tomorrow night.
They're double-digit underdogs?
But that's what Michigan has been doing to people.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, unfortunately, if they get blown out, like the odds makers say they will, everyone's going to be like, see, they've been fool's gold the whole time. What if they beat Michigan?
Yeah.
Are they the number 1 team? Like, obviously Arizona, but are they the number 2 team in the country? They have to be.
But Michigan's fascinating me because they haven't been playing as awesome. That's what I mean. Like when you look at all the, I know, yeah, like Ohio State, we played them well, which is like stunning. I thought we were going to get our asses beaten. Yep. In the end, the margin was, what we lose by 13, 15, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like with 32 minutes into the game was tied, and I was like, oh my God, this is a nice surprise. The 3-point shoot, Michigan, they did not shoot well at all against us. And I think that like this idea that Michigan is just so much better than everybody hinges on the week in Thanksgiving, which is fair. Like they did, the non-conference, they were unbelievable. Mm-hmm. But I mean, maybe I need to look at Torvik. What's he saying about recent Michigan? Because Michigan has looked very susceptible. I mean, Wisconsin beat them on their home court. I don't think Michigan is a fraud. I just like this. That surprises me that Nebraska is such a heavy underdog.
this is
I
not,
think Michigan should be favored, obviously.
right, and it's at home. And this is not coming from a place of I dislike Michigan, blah, blah. I watched that game Friday night. They didn't shoot well. The problem with Michigan is they're so sloppy with the basketball, and they turn the ball over so damn much that I do not think that this Michigan team is going to win a national championship, even though they blew out so many teams early, and they're number 2 in Ken Pom and all that. Analytically speaking, net speaking, they look great. They turn the ball over too much to win a national championship.
Yeah, their reputation hinges on what they did months ago. But having said that, they're still winning a lot. Their defense is incredible. But
28 offense, 9 defense since January.
Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But if you take it back to the beginning of the year, though, that drops them from 5. So not horrific, but a drop down.
Yeah.
For sure. And number 1 defense, so drop from 1 to 9 as well. So drops and drops.
Yeah.
This Illinois team.
They just, I think Michigan's gone from like, are they historically good? Are they just going to steamroll everybody? To now they're just a really, really good team.
Yeah.
They're just in the same mix with all the other elite teams.
And they only play Michigan once, Illinois-Michigan, and it's at Illinois.
Yeah.
I think this Big Ten stretch down the stretch is
It's going to be really good.
Fast.
I think Illinois probably for me and Michigan. I mean, it's hard to say because Michigan, we saw what their ceiling was and it was fucking absurd. Illinois, if they're hitting threes, they have to me the highest ceiling in the Big Ten.
With that size, I mean, interchangeable.
Yeah.
It's just
So many scorers, but I worry. Bosco, I'm sorry. Every time I talk about Alabama, I say the same thing. I just like teams that just make their entire meal out of jacking threes just worry me.
Listen, you're also talking to a guy who called Mike Francesa and said Villanova can't win a national title because they shoot too many threes.
You're wrong.
Before the
you're
bracket
wrong.
was even
You're wrong.
out. Yeah, but the game has changed.
The game has changed.
Before we move
I
on,
think it's a matter of also you do have to get it. It depends on the threes you're getting as well, though.
Right.
You're running great stuff, and it's you're getting open threes. You can't complain when you have a team of shooters and they get open threes. So
Yeah.
Which
I don't
Illinois
mind.
does.
I don't mind
Yeah.
just shooting the threes. I mind like passing.
but the
out
volume
other
of it,
good-
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a lot.
But
it's a
like
lot.
just even towards the end of that game when they were just nailing every three, it's like this is high level basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
Yeah. When I mean, yeah.
it's kind of like you just live and die with it in a way. But I don't know.
Yeah, the Big Ten is the idea that the preseason number 1 team in the country
they're out.
isn't even really playing that poorly and might finish 5th in the Big Ten is crazy.
And we don't have to talk about them, but if we're talking Big Ten race, we have to mention. We didn't even say Michigan State. They have 1 loss in the Big Ten as well. So it's going to be interesting down the stretch.
Wait, is that Friday, Michigan State?
Yeah.
That's Friday night.
What a week.
Michigan has a
goes
massive
Nebraska.
week. I mean, this is a big cream rises to the top week in the Big Ten. Yeah, Michigan State I really like, but if you look at their situation, like Michigan State needs to beat an elite team. Like they're beating, I think they beat Arkansas. They've beaten
They beat North Carolina.
North Carolina.
That's all Thanksgiving time.
Yeah, so they have like good wins. I don't mean to say they haven't
They
beat
beat
anybody,
Kentucky.
but I want to see Michigan State like go up again. Like they lost to Duke on their home floor. Who else did they lose?
Their
to?
only 2
They-
losses
Nebraska.
are Duke and Nebraska.
Yeah.
And it was at Nebraska.
So I
too.
think Michigan State's in a spot where I could really like the Michigan game's huge because Michigan State needs a win over another Final Four caliber team.
And that's at Michigan State.
Becomes frustrating with these big schedules and conferences when you don't get a full.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I used to like the Big 12. The Big 12's too big now.
It's too big.
But I
now.
like the double when it was
They used
true
to do-
double.
yeah.
That's why the Big East is still like it's the double
awesome.
format. It's great.
Yeah.
How about I'm gonna fuck up the conference. Utah Valley and Cal Baptist. The conference is so small, it's a triple.
They play each other 3 times.
Incredible.
crazy.
All right, we're leaving the Big Ten. There's too much to talk about. We're moving to Houston, Texas Tech. Dana's been on Houston's ass all year. Rico, I heard you say this morning upstairs that Houston's going to be fine. But Dana, you were kind of proven right. They gave up 55 points in the first half. If you weren't able to watch the beginning, right? You tuned into the score.
I got to the airport and I watched the second half, but I looked at my phone and it said 55 to whatever, and I was like, "Is this is the second half, right?"
Yeah, down the stretch.
I thought
2
the
minutes to go.
TV had a glitch and it said first half instead of second. And I mean, listen, this is the rivalry I think that is becoming so big in the Big 12, and that's becoming like must watch every single time. It was an awesome second half from what I saw. Kingston Flemings is a dude, but yeah, 90 points. You don't see that from a Kelvin Sampson coach team. So I don't know what the difference is this year, but that you just don't see 90 points.
I'm officially on your side. They're good. They're good. What are they? 17-2, 7th in KenPom. They don't have a bad loss. They have a couple good wins. Their identity has been squeezing the blood out of other teams for years. To give up 55 points in the first half.
I thought I was seeing double. I don't even know what I was seeing. 55.
And what's crazy is if I would have told you that this Houston team was adding a freshman that would put up 40-plus points at Texas Tech,
Yeah.
you'd be like, this is the best team in the country.
Mm-hmm. But they've like given up a little bit of their defensive edge in return for a guy who can score 40 points on the road.
A freshman.
A freshman. Yeah, their identity is a little bit different, but I mean, I still think Houston's going to be fine. I think Houston is Kingston Flemings was unreal in this game. Like the fact that Houston lost this game and that's who we're talking about, and is a good spot to be in. That you have a freshman like this that can take over. I think Texas Tech is showing me that they. I mean, first of all, at home they are damn near unbeatable. Like they are a completely different beast at home. That home crowd is fucking awesome. I got to get to a game there. That looks so cool on TV. But yeah, I said like a month ago I didn't think Texas Tech could win the Big 12. I thought they could like beat anybody. They were one of those teams that's like we can beat anybody on any given night, but probably can't sustain it throughout the entire schedule to actually win the league. I'm taking that back. I think if they play like that at home, and given that Arizona, I mean, starting tonight, Arizona plays at BYU tonight, but then this stretch from Arizona is about to get really interesting.
That's what I kept saying.
Yeah.
It's like it's late January into February where it's like now you're finally going to see what Arizona's been doing.
Well, I got to say this. If you like chaos, BYU's at home tonight against Arizona. If BYU wins that game, you'll have Arizona, Texas Tech, Houston, and BYU four-way tie atop the top.
Crazy.
Of the Big 12.
That's what I came out of it with. Texas Tech's resume now is a win over Duke, BYU, and Houston.
So they've beat all three of these like awesome freshmen, and that kind of goes to show that maybe you don't need the star player. I mean, they have Toppin, but I think they're a more well-rounded team than maybe not Duke, but more well-rounded team than Houston, more well-rounded team than BYU. I think they have Toppin as more of like a senior leadership type of guy. Mm-hmm. Maybe you don't need the dude that's going to go out and drop 42. You just need a team that.
But they still have Christian Anderson probably could do that. That's what's crazy. It's like they have Toppin and like how many 3-point shooters around him and scorers around. Yeah, but you're right, Dana. Like they're very balanced.
Yeah,
it's weird. They strike the right mix of having dudes that can score in bunches like Toppin and Christian Anderson, but then also having the balance where it's not just give them the ball every single time.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't score 30, we're fucked. Although Toppin did score 30 in this game. It was a great game. That was in the end, like it didn't come down to the final shot, but like with 8 minutes left, I was like, this might end up being the game of the year in college basketball. It was awesome.
I had my
huge plays on both sides.
I had my hand on the chess piece. I was about to send that game of the year watch, and then I deleted it once it wasn't like a one possession game at the end.
You talk about one of those guys who's built to win in the conference. So McCaslin's already got them off to a 6-1 start. They went 15-5 last year, 11-7 his first year at Texas Tech. But in his last 2 years at North Texas, a combined 32-6. He went 14-4 in 2020 before the tournament obviously got canceled with that, and he went 11-7 at Arkansas State. Like he knows in his first year there, he's a guy who's just the conference is. I don't know. It's like if you had a tutor, and it's like you got to do well on the tests. You know, like, we'll deal with the homework, we'll deal with the projects, this and that, but like ace the tests, and he's got them prepared for the tests.
How much?
And that's going to carry your grade.
Bosco, you talk to all these coaches. How much do they care about regular season conference championships?
I don't ask because I don't care. Maybe that's
you don't care.
The whole time you guys kept saying like Purdue's going to slide to the 5 seed in the Big Ten. Like, oh, is that? Dude, the other it's a super conference. It's the same with the SEC last year. You could have been the 6th best team in the SEC, and it's like. Other than UConn, they're better. I take them against every team head to head in the Big East. You know what I mean?
Can't.
Back when the Pac-12, like certain conferences just fall. When the ACC was falling really weak, you could be 8th in the SEC. I'd take you over the 3 in the ACC. You know, so like Big Ten or regular season conferences to me. Maybe it's because I love championships so much. But like, what would the top 5 of the Big Ten be right now if Purdue falls to 5? Michigan State,
Michigan,
Nebraska, and
Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah,
It's interchangeable to me.
And the Big 12
it's
is
not
the same
fair
way.
because you don't play a true conference.
It's not a balanced schedule.
You
I
didn't
just
play a
can't-
true conference, so it's
I'm just old school, and I'll never shake regular season mattering. Like I don't know. That was like a very big deal.
And if it doesn't matter,
Forever.
what do you got to have something
But-
to compete for.
Yeah.
You have to, it has to matter.
Yeah,
Or is the whole plan just, hey, how can we make our team better for March?
I think it matters if you win, and if you don't win, it doesn't matter.
That's how the world works.
how it
That's how
works.
literally everything
If you win, you're like, this is the most important thing. We
Yeah.
were great all season. We're the best team all season. And if you lose, you're like, imbalanced schedules,
It's like
fucking
the exhibition game.
bloated conferences.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Okay, well, like I said, Big 12 has a huge game tonight. We will talk all about that on Friday. Let's go to the SEC. We do have our Bama resident here. We had Alabama, Tennessee. Bediako made his debut. Bosco, talk to us about the Bama game.
It's always great to get a guy back that's breaking the internet. Like, I can't believe they're getting this guy back. And you think, all right, here we go, off and running. And then 2 starters announced not playing again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is just the walking wounded at this point. It's super frustrating. I'd still say, listen, the defense is not national caliber worthy right now.
Yeah.
That's just not, like, you ain't turning on the homer hat in that. They're just not playing phenomenal defense. The offense at portions, it seems like, goes 3 minutes without a bucket, which is crazy. The Evan Maya kill stat, Bama's nowhere near the top of where it should be for a team that you would think, you could look like the Warriors in 35 or 40-second spans, 3-minute spans of just bang three. Like, it's just not going. So, but again, has not played a game fully healthy all season. What that means, I don't know. I think the SEC is a little bit down. Mark was like, make sense of it to the SEC with me. Tate was asking that too. He's like, is everybody bad or is everybody kind of good? I think everybody's pretty good. I think it's a brutal conference too as well. You're talking about places you got to go to Vandy, sit under the fucking basket. You know, the scorer's table's 9 feet below. Like, you need a fucking ladder to climb up to tell the coach how many timeouts he has left. The place is nuts. You see Florida dialed up. You see Bama dialed up. Tennessee's a brutal environment. Like, a lot of brutal environments. And again, another unbalanced schedule as well. So you could get really loaded with who you play twice. But yeah, I mean, Bama's just got to get healthy. They really got to figure it out. It's one of those things. It's like, are they failing right now? To a sense, in the sense they're not playing what they are, but I also look at it as kind of like incomplete. If you hand in the paper, the coach, like, it's incomplete. We haven't fully seen it, so I can't judge.
But will we see it?
I don't know. That's the thing.
that's
I mean,
the-
it just
are you
might be
just
a
saying
year
this
of.
all
It might just be a year of disaster. Yeah.
Now, does your opinion on conference championships matter? Because, or is that being based on Alabama's currently 10th in the SEC right now? That's insane.
Yeah. Somebody said on a live stream that if Alabama finishes 7-10 in the SEC, they have to walk a city block in a Speedo, so that's not going to go well. To be determined who that person was.
Do you guys know
Yeah.
who's in first in the SEC right now?
There's
One team by themselves.
It's Texas A&M.
Bucky
It's
Bowl.
Texas A&M.
Damn.
Yeah, Bucky McMillan. Yeah.
By themselves.
Yeah.
I do want
Texas
to
A&M.
Yeah.
That Tennessee win was a win for America. I'll put it that way.
Oh,
It was.
you're out on Bediako playing.
I hate it. It pisses me off. I'm sorry, Rico. I know it's your guys, but like, it just feels un-American to be having this type of the NCAA is just they're just making up rules as they go.
I got to tap you in, Bosco. You went on a great rant yesterday about this. What about people go back to college? Can you do the same?
Yeah. If you go to a college ceremony and a 45-year-old woman goes walking across the thing and they're like, or you happen to be sitting next to somebody and they're like, hey, what do you do? Oh, I went back to school. How many kids you got? 6. I fucking washed tables. I worked 4 jobs. The entire place. It's like, I mean, you're shaming education if kids going back to school.
Oh, I'm sure.
He was named SEC Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Yeah,
by
I'm
the way.
sure.
People are like, was he in class? Look that up. He was SEC Scholar
Was he in class?
Yeah.
He was SEC Scholar Athlete of the Week.
What does that mean?
Did pretty well on a couple of tests, I imagine.
What does that mean? He got the syllabus? He was there to receive a syllabus for his.
We'll see.
Oh man, yeah, the
That in
SEC,
the front row? I don't know.
SEC wide open. I mean, all of these conferences are wide open. Even the Big 12, which Arizona's undefeated at the top. But like, how long is that going to last?
Credit to Florida and Kentucky, because I was saying there was a point where Florida, like if Lee and Flan just kept doing what they were doing, they couldn't hit a shot. I was like, they're going to be flirting with like safely in, but like the bubble, like the bad side of the bubble. Kentucky rallied. They're 5-2. The team, I'd look at their second, Arkansas at 5-2. You look at the rest of the schedule. Their top 3 guys shoot 40% from 3 at Oklahoma, Kentucky, at Mississippi State, at LSU. You got to come out of that basically 3-1. Then it's Auburn at Bama. You get Missouri twice down the stretch. A&M at home, at Florida, at Texas. Not completely murderer's row. So I kind of like Arkansas. You know Cal's going to get guys going well down the stretch. Top 3 guys shoot 40% from 3. Phenomenal freshmen. So we'll see.
They're loaded too. I mean, individual talent. They're
Bosco, how many teams out of the SEC you think would make the tournament?
I don't have the standings in front of me, but A&M, Arkansas, Alabama, Florida, Kentucky.
Vandy?
Yeah, that was one of those. There was a fraudulent top 10. I mean, they hadn't played anybody. Tennessee,
Auburn.
Vandy, Auburn's in the mix. Georgia's in the mix.
Missouri's
in the mix. Yeah, I mean, a lot.
I mean, Texas is alive.
Texas is back alive.
Yep,
Texas
and
is
they're
back.
11th
Texas
in
is
the
live.
Yeah.
Ole Miss is out. South Carolina's out. Mississippi State's out.
LSU,
LSU's out.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's out. But yeah, I mean,
10
SEC,
maybe?
SEC could get 10 teams in, and
I think they
0, and like the top seeded team in the tournament is like a 4
Yeah.
seed. You know,
They're all
one of those.
4
They're all
4 to 11.
Yeah, that might be what the SEC is looking at.
We had Auburn knocked off Florida, Tennessee knocked off Bama. I did not get eyes on the Missouri game, Titus. Are you following the poll?
No, I Missouri.
Can we?
Is
there anyone that can help?
So, I have no idea what happened with Missouri. Can you? What's this?
Is our Missouri
Barstool Greg?
Oh.
What happened in this Missouri
basketball,
game?
88. The team down south, 87.
Oh, they played. Hold on,
University
pause it
of-
right there.
Who's that?
Oh, so they played. What they play? LSU, Arkansas. They play.
Greg, this is a message you. You are the only. We've decided as a podcast we are not watching Missouri.
I did. So I watched this video. I've already seen this. And I texted the group that I've decided I will not watch 1 second of Missouri basketball. The rest of this, Missouri can be playing in the national championship this year. I won't watch it. I'm gonna just not watch the game, and I'm gonna let Greg. I'm gonna let Greg's recap video fill me in on everything I need to know.
So, Greg, when you do this, I love the team down south. I don't know who that is. You
I don't
gotta be
either.
the-
Team. So
we might get along. He talks in code.
Cody, pull up a map.
He's a code guy.
Pull up a map of the United States, specifically Missouri, because I wanna figure out who
Yeah, I
the
don't
team
think
down
it narrows
south.
it down.
The team down
I
south.
think they played. Oh, I'm not going to give it away.
Yeah, don't
I think
give
I
it
know
away.
who it is.
It could be anyone.
team
So-
down south.
Click on the map.
When
the team
talking
down
about-
south,
when
you're
talking
in
about-
Missouri. Team down south has to be Arkansas. It has to be.
Could be LSU.
Could be LSU.
Technically, Missouri's touching Oklahoma,
That'd be out west though.
That would be Southwest.
but it's touching it.
I think
What
they.
is-
You want?
You know what South means?
You want the
South
reveal?
doesn't mean touching it.
Yeah, but it's.
You want the reveal? I think I know.
I know
what it
the
is.
answer. That's why
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah, I know. I know you know the answer,
Say,
but I'm saying
Georgia, right? Is that who they lost to?
no.
Who they lose to? Who they lose to?
Bosco knew the answer.
I thought so. I
First of
thought-
all-
they lost to Oklahoma.
Yeah. Or
Oh,
they beat Oklahoma.
They beat Oklahoma.
Beat Oklahoma.
They beat Oklahoma. Yeah, keep playing the video.
Team down south.
Yeah, it's not going well out there in Oklahoma.
All right. Here we go.
Oklahoma lost. Now, we should have and could have lost that game. But you know what we did? We had fucking grit and balls. And we made 2 buzzer beaters. One to go to OT and one to fucking win the game. My goat, Mark Mitchell, left Duke, went to his hometown college.
Oh, he's
Oh
from
my God,
Columbia?
dude. Fucking Dennis Gates has me bought in. 14-6. We're 4-3 in conference play. Mark Mitchell, this one goes out to you.
Yep.
There it is.
Woo!
Now,
Come on, MIZ!
going back to the John Blackwell, this is my city when he's from Detroit and they beat Michigan. Is it fair or foul, Tate? Mark Mitchell is from Kansas City. The University of Missouri is not in Kansas City.
But the
It
same
is-
state,
it is,
right?
It is the same state.
Is it?
What is Mark Mitchell from Kansas City, Kansas?
This says this is Kansas. Mark Mitchell, Kansas City, Kansas.
He's from-
He's from the state,
No
the
way.
state down east or whatever. The fuck. I
he
don't know.
said Mark Mitchell came to his hometown college.
Who are you to judge? You did a bit on TV of New York, and you were rating guys from upstate.
Oh, you did.
So you.
Yeah, who are you?
Yeah,
to
who are
judge
you to
this?
judge? You're a little loose with the state lines.
Bosco remembers everything.
I watch a lot of games. I watched that game with the sound on.
St. Francis, St. John's game, and you remember that all these years later?
I watched it and I go, that's clever. I was like, that's a good bit. They said New York Legends, and yet you amped it up to be like.
I did.
upstate,
The one basketball
Good.
game I ever called was St. John's versus St. Francis, and they wanted us to do a prepackaged thing, and I ranked my top 5 New York basketball legends, and all of them were from outside the city. They're from like
people
like
nuts.
Christian
It's
Laettner
good.
from Buffalo,
It's good.
and it triggered some
Mark
people.
Mitchell went to Sunrise Christian in Kansas for high school.
Hometown
So
kid.
what would you say?
He's a hometown kid going back home. Going back home to Columbia. I got to talk about Blue Chew, fellas. You already know what time it is. It's time to level up, and Blue Chew just dropped something crazy. I'm talking next level championship belt, gold-plated energy. Blue Chew Gold is the newest innovation from the #1 chewable ED brand. This ain't your grandpa's little blue pill. This is the 4-in-1 beast that's setting the gold standard for performance. We're talking 2 ingredients for blood flow to keep that rocket pumping, mixed with apomorphine. And we're going to say oxytocin to turn up the arousal and connection in your brain and body. Blue Chew Gold dissolves under your tongue and works in as little as 15 minutes. That means you can get it on quicker and stay in the game longer. Elevation without hesitation. This is peak passion and peak performance in a single tablet. If your bed could talk after this, it'd be asking for a break. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Get 10% off your first month at Blue Chew Gold with code HOOPS. That's promo code HOOPS. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the show. Shout out North Carolina, by the way. We haven't mentioned that. North Carolina down 16 at Virginia. Virginia was absolutely rolling.
Yep.
You willed them to victory.
I did. I said Virginia might be on wagon watch is what I texted you guys. Virginia was beating their ass. And then Jaron Stevenson, Bama guy, right?
Dude, the guys outside of Bama right now are pretty crazy.
All the
you got
Bama
Rylan
guys?
Griffin at A&M,
Yeah.
Stevenson at North Carolina, Reed at Oklahoma, kid at UNLV, and then there was another kid that Mo at Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Stevenson was, awesome down the stretch. And Carolina got a massive win. Massive win on the road at Virginia.
Oh, and Bradley at Arizona.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was a Bama guy. Yeah. You gotta build a wall around Tuscaloosa. Stop letting these guys out. Put a leash on them or something. Don't let them leave.
A lot of guys.
Yeah. Speaking of Arizona, can I bring up something quickly? I touched on it when Rico said every team shoots a ton of threes, and I mentioned that the #1 team in the country that's 20-0. They're just 20-0.
20-0.
They do not. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I don't want anybody to fall in the middle. I need everybody to have
I have my answer.
This is a polarized take. Is it a good thing or a bad thing that Arizona they are ranked? I forget. I was looking it up today. What does Ken Palm say they're ranked on 3-point attempts?
362nd.
362nd Division I. So that means there are 4 teams in Division I who shoot the fewer percentage of their shots are threes, if that makes sense. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
That Arizona's very, very low percentage of their field goal attempts are threes. But what's interesting is when they do take them, they make them. They shoot threes very well. They just make their living down low. They dominate on the glass. They get to the rim with penetration. They are turning into like a very. They're obviously a very good basketball team, but like they. I'm talking myself into like this could be a special basketball team, but like this is a big stretch coming up, starting with tonight. Yeah, so that's my question to the room. Are we concerned that in an era of basketball where teams jack a ton of threes, Arizona does not? Does that work in their favor or does that work against them?
My answer is it doesn't matter as long as they know their identity and just keep winning balls.
So you did exactly what I said not to do. I said pick a side, and you said
I am
it doesn't
saying
matter.
it doesn't matter.
Okay, Tate, would you like to? Are you worried about? I'm talking like because they're 20-0. So you know, as I bring this question up, there are people that are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Obviously, it's working for them. I'm saying for the NCAA tournament, are we concerned that
single elimination?
Are we concerned that you like run into an Illinois who's hitting a ton of threes, and now all of a sudden you have to play catch up, but you're not comfortable doing it, or is it like? No, fuck that. Like we don't have to worry about them going cold because they don't take a ton of threes.
I think we have someone that wants to change their answer real quick before
Dana,
we go.
Dana,
Nope.
go ahead.
not concerned. Final answer.
I have math behind it though. Not
Hit me
concerned
with
in
it.
math.
Hit me with it.
Since Tommy Lloyd took over in 2022, they were 223rd in three-point rate, but 79th in percentage. That team went 33-4, went to the Sweet 16. In 2023, they were 169th in three-point rate, 17th in three-point percentage. 2024, 281 in three-point rate, 33rd in three-point percentage. That team went 27-9. Last year, three-point rate, 289, 177 in three-point rate. So
They
the
didn't
only
shoot
dip.
as well, yeah.
They only dip. That's the only time you could be concerned. They also went 24-13 last year. This year, three-point rate, we talked about three-point percentage, 36.3, 55th in the country. So there's no up and down. This has kind of been his thing.
Yeah.
And then also, I mean, if we want, whatever. I don't have the floor forever. But you could go backwards to their two-point percentage. I imagine pretty high percentages. It's a formula of a system of what Tommy Lloyd wants to do. He's sticking to it. I'm not really concerned.
I'm going not concerned, and my reason would be if you were reliant on one type of scoring, what would make you more concerned? If we were talking about Arizona right now and we said, hey, this team has to live and die by the three, does that concern you? I bet you every single one of us would say it's tough to do that 6 times in a row in a elimination format. So if you gave me the option of which one are they reliant on and which way do they want to play, I'd rather them – dude, they haven't played a close game. They haven't really had to come back from anything. So they're dominating without relying on the three. I'd rather be that than a team that has to shoot the lights out. I agree with
you, Tate. And honestly, I'm a big Celtics fan. I watch every Celtics game, and they shoot a billion threes, and when they make them, they're the best team in the league. Mm-hmm. There's the game every now and then where they just can't make a shot, and it's just like tough to watch, and they get blown out. I'm not concerned about that at all with Arizona because they don't. I would be concerned with like a team like Illinois that lives and dies with it, and if they do have one of those off games in the tournament, they're just cooked.
Also, Arizona shoots well from three, so like I mean, if they do get in a situation where they got to play catch up because like another team is hitting 15 threes,
just take a little bit more.
I feel like they'll just take more and be fine.
It's
they
different
have shooters
than Michigan State, who didn't take a lot of threes but also didn't shoot well. This team can
or St.
shoot
John's
basketball.
St. John's last year.
It's like an option team having to pass the ball. Like when Navy gets down 10, you're like, oh, you're fucked because you can't shoot Michigan State with that. Tommy Lloyd, 2-point percentage since he took over, 5th, 8th, 37th, 50th, 36th this year. So top 50 every single year in terms of 2-point percentage as well.
Numbers, dude. Bosco's got the numbers.
Coming with stats.
He's got the numbers. They're not like a St. John's who just can't shoot.
Can I say something?
Get in there, Bosco. I saw a little twitch when he said
that. Johns is getting hot in a bad conference. I got a question about the Big East, quickly. You worried about UConn playing with their food a little bit?
I am.
Wins over BYU, Illinois, and Kansas and Florida, which are all unbelievable. We know what they are. Like I think Braylon Mullins is going to be a star in March. Caravan's obviously unbelievable. Solo, but like they're all phenomenal. 5-point win at Providence, 5-point win at Seton Hall, 2-point win at Georgetown, 8-point win at Nova.
I think UConn's defense is elite. I trust their defense. I think they're awesome, and I really like that. Their offense is a problem. I think their offense is very clunky. I think they play a lot of, for lack of a better term, what I would call entitled basketball, which is like just put your head down, drive to the rim, and trust that you're going to force the ball into the basket or they're going to blow a whistle or something. Like it doesn't look smooth at all. Yeah, and I'm a big Braylon Mullins guy, Indiana Mr. Basketball, so that helps. But like I mean, he got a concussion in this game, right? Like so like
early in the second half.
That hurts, but like at some point they got to like just focus on him offensively and just run the offense through him because like I do not love watching UConn play offense right now, which is crazy because that's kind of how they this iteration of Dan Hurley basketball was. I mean, they were great defensively with Klingon anchor in the middle, but I think when you look back on the two title teams, what stood out was like how great of offense they ran, and they just don't do that right now. And they're finding ways to win games, and they're finding ways to win because of their defense. But yeah, I'm very much worried, Bosco. I'm worried about UConn's offense.
And something is to be said when you're getting the best shot from everybody in the conference.
I agree.
Like UConn is everybody's Super Bowl. The Big East is also very difficult venues, like going to Newark on a fucking. On a weekend, or going up to Providence, I should say, or Georgetown, whatever. They're all difficult venues, but it just looks like they're playing with their food a little bit.
So Big East-wise, we've obviously talked about UConn. You guys see the Providence-Georgetown game on Saturday?
Yeah,
20.
crazy.
Rick, you were in the chat about that.
Just an absolute nightmare scenario for Providence fans, I think.
They hate
blowing a 21-point lead to Ed Cooley. I mean, they deserve better.
They
deserve
hate
better.
Kim
I think it's time to fire Kim English.
They're gonna fire Kim English.
That's what the chatter is.
Really?
Yeah. Like, they don't even want him to close out the year.
No shit.
Who do you want, though? Who do you go get? Tony Skinn?
I would put a lot of
Broker
money that
Bosco,
Tony
you
Skinn
tell
is
us.
one of Bosco's guys.
Not officially, but he's,
He's working on it.
It's such an electric atmosphere when they're good, and I don't know. They just deserve a good basketball team in Providence.
We had Providence. Georgetown was interesting. Did you guys see? So Rick Pitino, 900th win.
Yeah.
Richard broke out the suit.
Yep.
Fair.
What do you mean?
Like a nod to dad.
Yeah.
We like
Yeah,
it.
of course.
We like
Yeah,
it.
although like if I was a Xavier fan, I'd be like, I mean, is he kind of rolling over for Pops and letting him get?
that's my question.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was he
14
just
point
kinda-
fucking lead.
Yeah, is he kind of?
What are we doing? I gotta stop tweet. I even tweeted at this time at halftime. I said, "Do not celebrate. It's only halftime. Do not celebrate only at halftime." I'm done live tweeting these.
So
St.
you
John's.
think?
Done?
Do you think
Every time I do it, it blows up in my face.
But St. John's isn't. I mean, you don't have to really worry about them as.
I think they're gonna stack wins in a weak conference, and like they're good enough to get to the Sweet 16, and then from there you're sweating out those 3 days, like Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday. It's like
But you still think like deep down it's a terrible team.
Would you say
I
terrible?
wouldn't say terrible. I'd say underachieving and like not put together the best, but
Yeah.
a little scary because they have the
But
opportunity.
not terrible.
Not terrible.
Okay. Good.
How
Oh,
close?
yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Good.
Let's listen to it. Coach.
I was live
Good.
tweeting in all caps from the airplane Saturday night, being like, "You're playing a glorified Mac."
I was worried you're going to call them terrible.
Course of the league. They're far improved. They're terrific defensively. They were up 15 on St. John's the Garden. Obviously did not close the game out because they have trouble. They're
terrible. They're terrible. We're terrible. Like
You're an idiot. Enough. Terrible. Get off. I don't have time for people who are going to come on here and just go off and say terrible and bad and stinks and this and that. That's ridiculous. You're not terrible. He's calling in here saying St. John's is terrible. They're top 25 in Ken Palm. They're top 25 in net. They're not terrible. The weather's terrible this weekend. My football team's terrible.
Is it Browns fan?
St. John's isn't terrible. They're terrible. Bunch of crap.
What a rant.
Calling in.
This is just something Fanta does, huh? He just
the space.
it's on the spaces.
Game.
And
The
it's a
weather is
rip.
terrible.
Yeah.
Tate,
God love him.
we don't spend too much time on this team. I just want to shout out a little college, a little south of us, the Billikens. Are they south of us? Yeah, they're south of us.
So. Greg geography.
They are shooting 40% from three this year. They are top 25 in Ken Palm, and they're 19-1, and they just seem like they're steamrolling teams.
More so, do you know what their one loss was?
Yes,
Stanford on a buzzer beater, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they fouled up 3.
it was a ridiculous
fouled.
ending.
Fouled up 3, and they got 4 points. So yeah,
They're unbelievably deep for a mid-major. Like, their rotation goes 10 or 11 deep, and like I think 7 of those guys are around double figures.
yeah, they're one of the most fun offenses to watch.
What kind
I feel
of-
They're
also for a guy Kyle Smith who's only made it to one NCAA tournament. That win, that miracle, is probably hanging somewhere on his trophy case. So shout out Kyle Smith.
What kind of seed does that get a team if they rattle off? It appears they're going to be heavily favored in the rest of their games.
In the A-10,
A-10, one loss in November on a buzzer beater.
What's the rest of their schedule? What's the? I mean,
they
who
go
beat,
to-
who they beating? I mean,
That's the problem.
Got it.
Also, no.
All right.
You used to be able to set your
Santa
watch to the
Clara.
A10 being a 3-bid league, though. Remember that?
I mean, they're going to be a better seed than
Miami.
for sure. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying that's gonna
7 seed.
People were talking bracket busters yesterday in the cave already.
Oh, really?
Jerry was talking who he wants to eye, and I would say St. Louis.
St. Louis is a good one. I mean, they're
Are they going to be 9 or below? Is my question.
I think that's what I'm worried about. I think they get that dreaded 9.
I'm if they run the table, you're saying from here,
Yes.
I'm giving them a 7.
Okay.
Lock him in at a 7 for me.
Guess who?
That's my bracketology. What?
Guess who Jerry wants? He was trying to like talk in code. He's like, I got my bracket busters team.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The bracket busters that we do here.
Yeah, you have to take a
I
team
got you.
below
Yeah,
9.
9 or below. Who does he like?
He was talking in like I got my team. First of all, seeds aren't out, brackets not out, matchups not out, and
It's
he goes,
still
And
good.
every team that's not every team, but most teams that are 9 and below have to win their conference tournament.
right.
So even if they're good
So you
now,
can't have
like
his
if
team.
they don't,
But for him
they
to,
still have work to
he
be.
didn't want to say it because he didn't want to give away this under the radar team, and that would be your 20-0 Miami Redhawks. and the reason is because you guys had Travis Steele on Wake Up Barstool.
That's right. Flying under the radar. That's so funny.
Can't give them away.
Oh man,
Rick, you met a celebrity this weekend.
how did that come to be?
So, we had great seats. Shout out Big Cat, and it turned out Evan Turner was sitting next to Andre Iguodala right in our section. Went out to secure my Derrick Rose souvenir cup, and he's just out there like. By the way, didn't get the D Rose souvenir cup. They ran out, so I only just got a normal Bulls souvenir cup. Still upset. He's just out there like right by the concession stand. He's got a gaggle of fans around him. He's just kind of going through the motions. Hey, what's up? Nice guy. And then I go up. Obviously, first thing I do, name drop you, Mark. I say, hey, I work at Barstool with Mark Titus. Face lit up right away. He's like, oh, that guy's the best. Tell him I said hi. And then I secure my souvenir cup, and I walk back. I ended up walking by him again, and he reaches out to give me a fist bump. And, like,
Oh,
kind
so
of
you guys
like
are
a,
boys
we're
now.
we're
Yeah, you're boys
fist
now.
bump, not
Yeah.
just like a normal fist bump. And he was like, hey, make sure you tell Titus I said hi.
Oh, that's what's up.
Pretty sick, yeah.
That's awesome.
He definitely. No, I saw him from a distance at the Jimmy V a couple years ago. I just went the villain, and like he was like, he like knows.
I love Evan. I want to get him in here, but he's never. I never know where he's at. I didn't really. He's in Chicago now. His entire Cody. You're the biggest Evan Turner fan on planet Earth.
Yeah, that's my guy.
His
I've been
entire
seeing him
life
every
is
4 months.
His entire life is side quest, isn't it?
He's never here.
He's
He
never
lives-
here, but then all of a sudden he is here, and he's
Why is Cody a big Evan
What's
Turner
side
guy?
quest?
He's
side
so
quest
fucking
as
funny.
as a term
Oh,
that the
which
kids, the young kids like me, we just when you're playing a video game and instead of doing the main mission, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna go see what's over
You
here.
know
I'm
side
gonna go see
quest,
what over here.
Bosco?
I didn't know what that was.
Evan Turner.
I know,
Evan-
now I know what it is. It's
Evan
like Grand
Turner-
Theft Auto when you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evan lives his life by just like, you know what, I want to go to Italy today, and he just gets on a plane and just does a little side quest to Italy.
Nice.
Not really sure why he's there, but he's just like, because I got money and I got time.
Nice
That's what
life.
I'm gonna do. Was he standing on a step stool or something? Were you sitting down? That picture. He's not that much taller than you.
How tall is he listed at?
Let's throw that up.
He's like 6'7". Aren't you
he
like
is
6'5"?
tall. He is tall. But you
There's
are
my
too, Rick.
perspective off on this. Pull that picture back up. You guys were both standing. Like he's towering.
Oh yeah,
over
he
you.
looks. Rick, you look like you're 5'10".
You do.
I never noticed this, yeah.
Are you?
I mean,
Is that just a perspective thing?
he's probably 2 inches taller than you.
Are you doing a sorority
And that
squad
looks-
or what?
Yeah. What?
Are you?
You guys were
squatting?
both standing up,
I don't remember. I don't recall
and
squatting.
you're closer to the camera, so you should be taller than him.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we might need to figure this out.
Yeah.
Is he pulling a KD where his listed height is shorter than what it actually is, so opponents
Might be.
underestimate
Could
it?
be. Hey, does Robbie Hummel live in Chicago?
He does. Yeah. He's another guy I want to get in here, but he's the hardest working man in
I
basketball.
went to the grocery store to pick up our beers for the Barstool After Dark the other night. Just sat 3 cases of beer on the. I swear to God, Robbie Hummel was in self-checkout next to me.
Probably was. Yeah. He
So
lives
confirmed.
here. I ran into him at Costco a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah. In the meat section.
All right.
We got to talk to Robbie Hummel about self-checkout. Sheep. That's what they want you to do, pal.
You don't use self checkout?
If you want me to work there, I want 10% off. And it gets further, Mark. CVS. Remember when they did the long receipts?
Long
And it was
receipts,
getting-
yeah. Of course.
You know what else they launched around the same time? Self-checkout.
Interesting.
We call that the little fucking 3-card Monty.
Yeah.
Shell game.
Speaking of Robbie Hummel, Rick, Indiana-Purdue this week. Where's your head at? Coming off of a football national championship. What?
First off, we got to pack the hall. I need an electric atmosphere. Football season's over. It's time to lock in on basketball. I don't love that we have Purdue coming off 2 losses. They're going to be, I think, extra motivated. I don't love that Oscar Clough is shooting 75% and we don't have a real center. However, we had a great get-right game against Rutgers. We really found something in this trio with Dorn, Wilkerson, and DeVries. They scored, I think, 72 of our 82 points. And at the end of the day, Indiana University, we're a school of champions. We're a school that hangs banners. We did it a week ago. Purdue University is a school that does not do that. So
Titus, we got to get you out of
go
here.
out the record book when Purdue comes to town at Assembly Hall.
Mostly sports coming up next. Before we go, we never do predictions, guys, but we have an incredible doubleheader tonight. We'll be talking about it Friday. We got Arizona at BYU, Louisville at Duke. But the one I want from everyone, can Nebraska beat Michigan? Titus. Tuesday night.
I think it's close. I think Michigan wins. I think it comes down to like the last 2 minutes. I think Nebraska puts forth a good fight. I think in the end it's not enough.
So within that 10.5, you would.
I would take Nebraska to cover, Michigan to win though. I think Nebraska keeps it close, but Michigan is at home is too much. Yeah.
Dana, do you like any of these underdogs in the next big 3 games? Can BYU beat Arizona? Can Louisville beat Duke? Nebraska, Michigan?
No, and no.
What's the BYU Arizona line?
Unless the Bones just
Pick 'em, I think.
It's
Arizona's
close to
favorite.
pick 'em, yeah.
So,
maybe BYU.
Michael Brown's back for Louisville. He came back Saturday.
Yep.
That makes that interesting. By the way, I texted you guys this. Cam Boozer minus 475 National Player of the Year. It's January 26th.
Do you think that's fair?
We have the most loaded freshman class ever. We have a lot of old guys that are sticking around. We have pros that are coming back to college.
You think that's
and we
you
have
think
2
that's fair?
teams that are all-time great in like the net ranking.
Yeah, I think
You really think he should be minus 475? I don't.
I don't think so.
his stats are unreal. I think that's what it
He
is.
just hasn't had that.
I think Duke's 18-1, and his stat lines are he just doesn't have bad games.
Yeah, but
He can't have
he's
bad
not
games.
doing anything that's like what DeBonce or Peterson have done with just like these crazy stat lines. He's just consistent. Question for you before we go. Are you afraid of Barstool Greg on Tuesday night?
Yeah, if I got to watch that, it's going to hurt my head. So,
Did you see what he did to Nikki Smokes?
I know.
Nikki.
Oh, Bama, Missouri?
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Unfortunately, I can't watch.
You can't watch.
I'm not going to watch. I'll get to you.
Team down south.
We got other shout-outs? We got final shout-outs?
Yeah, do some shout-outs real quick.
Dominique Daniels, 44 points from Cal Baptist. That's the team. Oh, I'm sorry, 47 points in 44 minutes. 1 assist. That's the guy you want fucking chucking. I love that. They're 1-1 against Utah Valley. It's gonna come. I say it's gonna come down to it. They got one more, and then that final. Shout out Christy Conforti, friend of mine, 100 wins at Caldwell College, women's, and shout out Tyler Huntley, 100 wins at the alma mater on the hill, Nichols College, 100 career wins.
Tyler Huntley, like the quarterback?
Snoop.
Actually?
That's his name, yeah.
Should we do Bosco shout-outs every show?
Yeah.
I don't know how we would execute that, but I like the idea of Bosco just.
I mean, the best
Well, I
part.
mean, I usually do it tomorrow, which is great.
The best part of the show was the CVS.
Yeah, I got to talk to
CBS
Hummel.
rant. It's a good point.
So
yeah,
we'll just have to check in on
you
it.
should get a discount if you do sell
10%.
I got to talk to Hummel.
Yeah. All right, I'm out of here.
See you Friday.
See everybody.